Hey everyone, it's me, Curtis Parody, and welcome to another Sims 3 house building video. This one is awesome. You know the reason why it's awesome? Because we're in the future! Welcome to the future, everyone. It's amazing. This, of course, being Oasis Landing, the brand new town that comes with Sims 3 Into the Future, where you can actually take your Sims, as the title says, into the future. So I thought, this is going to be awesome, and I had a ton of fun with this house because I thought, it's the future, anything is possible, what should I do? And I'm like, I'm going to break the mold. I'm going to do something that I've never done before, maybe you've never even seen before, something so cool. So this house is kind of what I came up with, the SkyPod idea. So the entire house is kind of supported by this centralized column that I just kind of built there. So and here, this is actually one of the 3 pods that kind of come off of it. So it's kind of like a tree, but kind of not like a tree. So this pod right here contains 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. And then on the next floor here, we have the master bedroom as well. So this would be where the master bedroom and the master bathroom is. And then on the next floor will be the main, like, large pod, which has the kitchen area in it, living room, another bathroom and stuff in it as well. The main living area. And on the bottom floor, at the very bottom there's going to be a garage and there's going to be a nice pool and stuff like that. So a little outdoor area. So I think it turned out really cool. It's kind of awesome. The idea of this house just kind of floating and being suspended so high up in the air. It's such a cool, I thought, like, you know, when thinking about the future, I'm like, what could we possibly do? And I thought, you know, let's do something crazy. And this is kind of what came to mind. So it's cool. The idea that this is kind of possible. So building in all the walls, of course, on the top floor here, there's 2 balconies on either end here, which are really nice. So off of the living room and off of the main kitchen area. I also did something really cool with the kitchen because Into the Future comes with this brand new kitchen appliance, which I'll talk about once we get into the kitchen and start furnishing it. But it's really cool. It's a brand new design because I played Into the Future for a bit and I thought, you don't really need a full kitchen anymore. So this house kind of takes advantage of the fact that in the future, you don't really need a full kitchen. So you'll see this, of course, once we get right into that. Just laying down the ceiling tiles here, of course, on the multiple different pods and the multiple different levels here. Which are tons of fun. You can actually get between the levels as well using the brand new tube elevator system, which is really cool. So there's 2 of them running up this central spire inside of the house. So your Sims just get in the tube and then they kind of fly up all of the different stories. That's the word I was going to look for. I was thinking spaces, but that's not the right word. Stories. They fly up all the different stories here, of course, and end up on the top floor, bottom floor, anywhere in between. It's kind of really cool. You can see all these columns that are here. I am deleting them. They are not, of course, in the finalized thing, just simply because the game doesn't like the fact that it kind of tries to force physics on you. It's like you need to be supported from below, but you can just build something on a top layer and then just destroy all the columns underneath, and the game really doesn't care. The house won't fall down, so pluses all around for that. Here's the garage. I had a little problem with the ground here. It was a little uneven, so I had to delete some stuff, but as you can see, it came together in the end here. Deleting more of the columns here and adding in the nice pool area. I love this sort of motif of the square border around it. As you note, it is the exact same as the road system that runs around Oasis Landing here. Adding in the brand new skylights and this green area on the very roof. And the cool thing about that green area too, they're rugs inside of the game, but they act just like grass. You can place any sort of plant on them that you want, which is really cool. And of course the skylights, another cool fact, or another cool part that came with Into the Future. So you can actually, well, see either below you if you use it as a glass floor, or of course a skylight above you. And I use it in a couple different sections inside of this house, which you will see. Adding in some cool windows here. The circular windows are awesome, so I took advantage of those and used them in multiple places. Here's the garage area, and of course inside of the garage, it's not complete without your own hover car, because that of course comes with Into the Future. Here's the kitchen area, and you're going to note the kitchen is very small, but the reason being that I just added in the food processing machine or something. It's like a food, not a replicator, but it just makes whatever you want. And you can basically go up to it and be like, I want a cheeseburger, and it will make you a cheeseburger. So you don't really need like a stove anymore or an oven. You don't really need a refrigerator. because that machine will do it all. I did place, though, a drink machine on the other side, and it will bring up any drink that you kind of want. So the idea is your kitchen kind of only needs to be like 2 appliances in the future, which is kind of cool. So that's why the dining room table takes up a majority of the space, and there's kind of like this little area off to the side where the kitchen actually is. This is a living room space here. Of course, more big windows here. I love bringing light in. It's always a thing that I do with all of my houses, but this one's kind of cool because into the future, the idea that this house is 5 stories in the air, so I thought bring in as much light as possible. Also, of course, the living room includes that beautiful wraparound couch there. That's brand new with Into the Future. And the really cool holographic TV, which is sweet. So it's positioned in front of the windows, though you don't see it in this video because it's not powered up. But of course, if you download this house from my website or the Sims 3 Exchange, you can play with it all you want right inside of your game. Here's the master bedroom, or there was the master bedroom really quickly. There are the sleep pods. There's another sleep pod right there. So of course, your Sims can get in it. They get to dream about whatever they want. Actually, I think it's called a dream pod, not a sleep pod, but you get it. Same idea. Basically, your Sims get in it. You can pick a dream for them to have, which is kind of cool, and then they can just set off and have that dream. And sometimes it affects them positively, sometimes it affects them negatively. It kind of all depends. Either or. Fixing up the pool here and the backyard area, keeping it simple, keeping it sort of evenly open. I also added these borders around here with this cool little shrubbery and filled it in with a bunch of different plants here to give it just a little bit of color, but not too much. I just kind of wanted to define the sides of the house, of course, because the house is kind of like long and narrowy. It's not really like a square aspect. So that kind of adds it up. We're going to add in a few more trees on either side here, and that kind of wraps up the house. As we fly over Oasis Landing here, of course, you can see the dam that's holding back all the water in the future and all of the beautiful, nice greenery and the futuristic buildings. And then here it is, the SkyPod house. I think it just looks so sweet from like ground level. It's just like ominous above you. It's floating up there. Of course, a nice shot again here of the main pod area and the 2 kind of little mini pods off to the side. Of course, you can tell all being supported by that centralized column in the end as well. I love the landscaping too. I wanted to keep it very simple here. Nothing too complicated, simplistic. Color scheme, of course, more of like a gray-white tone as well, but keeping it with the other buildings around inside Into the Future because they all kind of share a similar color scheme here. Another fly down from the top floor underneath into the pool area here. I just love the look of this. It's so different. And of course, if you look at it, it makes no sense because you'd think this house should just fall into itself. But in the game of The Sims 3, anything is possible. We're inside of the house now. You can see the tube systems there. There's a holographic plant because that exists in the future. Also another quick glimpse inside of the kitchen dining room area. Another shot here. You can see the food processing unit against the wall there. And then the beautiful new table and chairs that come with Into the Future. And of course, the deck outside. You could put some patio furniture out there, whatever you want. I kind of left it open here. This is a cool area inside of the house. You got a glass ceiling above and a glass floor beneath, and it's kind of like a cool little hallway area. There's nothing really in it. It's kind of the entrance-esque area dividing the kitchen and this room. Of course, this is the living room / study area. A beautiful red couch. I'm a sucker for a red couch. I absolutely love it. Kind of a cool idea. There's some futuristic toys in here as well, from the guitar to this Pac-Man game table here that has holograms that are over top of it, which is really cool. There's also the holo TV in the middle there. It's kind of like a little pedestal piece that you see, so it's really cool. Another shot of the beautiful sectional that comes with Into the Future here. There's also an art board on the side, and though it's not fired up, that little orb on the ground right there that you see is the harp, the laser harp in the future, which is kind of cool. This is the patio off the back. Of course, another beautiful view of Oasis Landing, and of course, the skylights above bring in the beauty of the sky above, which is absolutely amazing. Of course, there's some workout equipment on there as well. This is the main bathroom. Of course, another circular window. I love the circular windows. I think they look like so cool. Of course, it kind of makes this like picture frame-esque ness on the wall, which is kind of cool. Here we are inside of the master bedroom here. Of course, you can see the dream pod again here. Beautiful windows letting in a lot of natural light, of course. These really cool doors as well. I didn't really show them off much in this house, but they're like these really cool futuristic sliding doors, which are cool. Master bathroom here. There's the sonic shower. It's the cool new shower of the future. No water required. This is, of course, the spare bedroom here. Another holographic TV because, of course, when you have guests over, you want to show them that, hey, we don't just have one holographic TV. We got 2 of them. Next, we're gonna go outside. These are one of my cool new shots and things. This is the transition from, of course, day to night. I love these shots. They're my favorite shots, of course. Here you can see Oasis Landing kind of in the background there, the tall buildings, really cool shots at night. Again, another shot from night into day as we transition from underneath the house to kind of on top of it here. Really cool aspect of it. I love the sort of linear design of this house as well. Everything's kind of in a line and stacked on top of each other. And one final shot of the house with the sun rising in the background as we fly or rocket, jet, whatever it is, high above Oasis Landing here, of course. A beautiful town which comes with The Sims 3 Into the Future. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget, if you'd like to add this house to your game, well, you can. Just head over to my website at thecurtisparadyshow.ca, where you'll find links to download this house and the many others that I've created. Also, of course, don't forget to check out the 2013-2014 season page, where you can find all of the release dates for my next building videos. Also, of course, links to all of that located in the description below. And hey, if you enjoyed today's video, why not hit up that subscribe button so all of the latest videos get sent straight to you? Of course, also be sure to check out my other show on this channel called Now, bringing you the latest news happening in the world right now. And last but not least, you can check me out on Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. Links to all that and more in the description down below. Until next time, I'm Curtis Parody, and happy simming.